The spokesperson for the UN Secretary-General, Antonio Guterres, says that he is closely following developments in Zimbabwe and calls for continued calm. Stefan Dujarric noted that the Secretary-General underlines the importance of resolving political differences through what he called peaceful means, including through dialogue and in conformity with the country's constitution. Well, this is the second day running now that the UN has spoken about the situation. A day earlier, on Wednesday, spokesperson Farhan Haq had very similar comments to make, that the UN Secretary-General was monitoring the evolving situation and that he appealed for calm, non-violence and restraint. It's clearly a difficult subject for the UN to deal with. The UN is clear on its position that fundamental rights, including freedom of speech and assembly, must be preserved. But while the UN can urge and suggest a way forward, it does not have the power to directly influence the situation. Diplomats at the UN here in New York have also been monitoring the situation closely. The UK Ambassador Matthew Rycroft has called on Zimbabwe to respect safety and security, and he has also appealed for calm. Now, at present, the UN Security Council isn't scheduled to meet to discuss the situation, but that could, of course, change. As for Robert Mugabe himself, well, the UN has at times had a checkered relationship with the Zimbabwean president. Different UN members have had differing opinions of the leader. The US and the UK, for example, have accused him of corruption, suppressing political opposition, racial discrimination and human rights abuses. As for Mugabe himself, he has often lashed back at those countries. At the United Nations General Assembly this year, he called US President Donald Trump a giant gold Goliath. Meanwhile, China and Russia have in the past vetoed sanctions against Zimbabwe at the Security Council. China has been a major trading partner and investor in Zimbabwe. And just last month, Robert Mugabe was removed as a World Health Organization Goodwill Ambassador. That was following criticism that his appointment was a badly judged decision on the part of the United Nations. Nick Harper, SABC News.